So I used to want to look like someone else. I used to want to look like a different person, and you might be asking, well, who was that? Who did we want to look like? Well, it changed all the time. It changed basically every week, every month, every year. I just wanted to look like a different person every few days, you know, if you get what I mean. And it wasn't, well, because it's been happening since I was small and I didn't have social media, I didn't have Instagram and all of that. It wasn't like I was looking up to Instagram models. It was just like people around me, you know, like friends. I had so many pretty friends, and I still do. And like when I went somewhere, if I go to camps, if I go out and I see someone pretty, I'm like, oh, I wish I looked like her. You know, it's been something that has been happening since I was small, actually. And it's nothing like, it's not like I hated a specific part of my face. It's just that I didn't like my face at all. As a whole, like the whole thing was like, you know, like I didn't like my face. And after all of these years, I can finally say that this year is the year where I've started, finally, after all of these years, I finally don't want to look like anyone else. And that was something that I never saw it coming. I never saw it coming, the day when I won't wish I looked like someone else, you know, because all of my life before this, I've always wanted to look like someone else. Like I remember when I was small, I used to look at my friends, and like I said, it changed all the time, you know, like you know, today I want to look like this friend, next day I want to look like this friend, or if I look like her, I would always be happy, you know, because I'm so pretty, you know, and stuff like that, because she's so pretty. And you know, like it was just something that's been going on for years. And I remember when I think I was 11 or 12, I was in the downstairs bathroom and I was looking at myself in the mirror, and I was thinking of this friend that I wanted to look like. And then I told God, like, I'd give anything to look like her. I'd give anything to look like her. And that just breaks my heart now when I think back on it, because now I'm at a place where I don't want to look like anyone else. And it's just crazy, where I used to be on the opposite side of the spectrum. Now I don't want to look like anyone else, and then last time I wanted to look like everyone else, you know. And like I said, it's not a specific thing. It's not like I was insecure about a specific thing, like, oh, my nose, I hate my nose, or like I hate my eyes, you know. Like it was just I just don't like my face. And you know, I just felt ugly compared to everyone else. And the thing is, when you're insecure and when you're ugly, that's when you hold yourself back the most. Like I remember last time in pictures, I wouldn't, it's not like I wouldn't smile, I would smile, but it wasn't like that I do now. Like, you know, like I used to smile like this, like a very held back smile. Like it's not even genuine. I mean, I'm not saying that kind of smile isn't genuine, but on me it doesn't look genuine at all. Because like, this looks genuine, right? It looks like I'm happy because I am, you know. But this, it's just like I'm trying to look perfect, you know. Like I'm trying to look nice, look whatever it is. Like I wasn't genuine with it, and I didn't realize that for a long time. But I was holding myself back, and the reason why, for the longest time, I didn't. It only like starting this year that I started to smile like that. Can you believe it? All of these, maybe not small, I did, but you know, when I became insecure when I was a teenager and stuff like that, I never used to smile like that. And that's because I used to think I had a weird smile. I used to be insecure about how not round, but like my face is not a V shape. Yeah, V. It's not a V shape. It's like, I don't even know. Like it's not even that round, but it's like oval, I guess. And I didn't really like that. I didn't like my face from the side. I didn't like my smile. I used to think everything was ugly, basically. Like I said, it wasn't one specific thing. It was the whole thing. I just don't like my face. And for the longest time, I never used to, like when I tie my hair, when I go to school, right? I tie a ponytail. I had bangs for a while. From age 15 to 17, I had bangs. And you know, bangs, and then I would tie my hair in a ponytail, and people always used to tell me like, you don't need bangs, like why do you have bangs, you know, just tie it, you know, and you don't need bangs. But I used to think I need bangs because I tried to tie like you know, like this, but I didn't. But I just felt like my face wasn't fit for it, basically. I just felt like everyone else looked normal like that, but I look weird, if you get what I mean. And then I finally, like last year, I started becoming brave enough to grow out my bangs. I just tied it to the back, and I realized like, wow, it's actually not weird. Like, Miaw, what were you thinking? And it used to be so bad, like my insecurity for my face, that I remember, especially when I was 15. when I was 15, I was super insecure about everything about myself, including my face. And I remember when I was 15, I used to get so nervous when it came to like photo shoots or stuff like that, you know, like taking pictures. I used to get so nervous because I knew I was gonna look ugly. That breaks my heart now. The fact that even before taking the picture, it's not like you have to take the picture first and then I look at the picture and I say I'm ugly. It's like while taking the picture, and even before you take the picture, I already tell myself, yeah, I'm gonna look ugly. And that's what made me hold back, because I mean, I wasn't ugly. I could just, but I didn't do that. I was like I said, holding back because I thought I would look bad, and then only made me uglier. Honestly, those pictures look so weird. It looks so forced. Like, you know, I don't know, for me, those old pictures, when I look back on them, they look so like unnatural. So like, I've been doing that for so long, and you know, I just used to not like my face. I remember, like I said, all the time I wanted to look like someone else. I remember that time I went to a camp when I was 15. The camp was in Singapore, and there was this girl. She was super pretty, and she wasn't someone I knew. She was not my friend. She was someone else, and she looked super pretty. She actually looked, now that I think about it, like I remember at that moment I was thinking she looked a bit like Ariana Grande, a bit. And she was so pretty, guys. And I just found myself wishing that I looked like her, and that was just a normal thing for me. Like, I wanted to look like a different person all the time, and I always thought like, wow, if I look like her, I would be happy. If I look like her, I'll finally be happy. I will always be happy because she's so pretty. How can I not be happy if I look like her? And now that I'm in this place where I like the way I look, like honestly guys, it took me a while. It took me a long time, okay? And I finally am at a place where I take pictures and I like my face. Like, I don't care what you guys are gonna say, like, ugh, you know, like, I don't care if you don't think I'm pretty, because like beauty is subjective. Some people think I'm pretty, some people think I look hideous. It's fine. It's fine. Beauty is subjective. But to God, I'm very pretty, right? Because He made me, and I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. And you know, like, I used to hate myself so much, and now I'm at a place. Now that I'm at a place where I can look in the mirror and not hate myself and not cry over like the smallest things, you know, I realized that every person, even if the person who you think is the like prettiest person in the world, they feel ugly sometimes. Let's admit it. We all feel ugly sometimes, right? Like, not everyone looks pretty all the time. We all look ugly sometimes. Like when we wake up or whatever, you know, or like me when I'm at home and I'm in my messy bun and whatever. I look ugly. I'm gonna be honest with you, I look ugly. So even the prettiest people, they feel ugly sometimes. We all feel ugly sometimes. And those people who you wish you look like have wished to look like someone else. I know that's crazy to think about, right? Because if you remember, because like Taylor Swift, her documentary Miss Americana, she talked about having her eating disorder, which I never knew. I always thought she was just naturally that skinny. And I found this comment on that video clip from that documentary. It's the one where she's talking about her eating disorder, and someone commented on that and said like, I used to starve while I was starving myself to look like Taylor, she was starving herself to look like someone else. And that really got me. Like, you're wishing to look like someone who wishes that they look like someone else. Everyone has wished to look like someone else, even the most prettiest girl in the world, and everyone feels ugly sometimes. So the fact that I used to tell myself, oh, I'd always be pretty, I'd always be happy if I look like her, that is not true. Because she feels ugly sometimes. She has wanted to look like someone else. And you know, it's when you embrace yourself, that is when you can truly be yourself. Because last time, like I said, I never used to truly be myself, to be honest. I was always holding back, even in pictures and in real life. And now that I'm like this, and I remember a while ago I posted some pictures on IG from a photo shoot that me and my family did, and in those pictures are things that I wouldn't used to do last time. I was posing and stuff, something that I never used to do last time, because I thought I was too ugly to do that last time, you know. Last time my pictures were so awkward, because I just thought I was too ugly to pose, or too ugly to... I just felt like I didn't deserve to do what the pretty girls did, if you get what I mean. And then when I posted those pictures recently, a while ago, of that photo shoot where I was being myself, a lot of people commented already, you're so pretty and stuff like that. And one friend said, I've never seen a girl prettier than you. And that opened my eyes. Like, when you accept how you look like, that is when you can bring out the beauty in it. Now you guys might be wondering, how did I do this? Like, how did I eventually learn to love my face after all of these years and finally accept my face and not want to have the face of someone else? Well, I don't remember exactly how I did it, because this happened like between this year and last year. It took a few months, it took a while. And I think the tip that I would give you is, first of all, accept that the hard truth that this is the face that you'll have for the rest of your life. You can wish all you want, because your face is not like your body. Your body, you can change your body, right? If you want to lose weight, you can lose weight. If you want to gain weight, you can gain weight healthily. There are ways to do that, right? But your face is like, you can kind of have someone's body. You can't have their body type if it's a different body type, but you can kind of lose weight, gain weight, and almost get someone else's body. Your body is different, but your face, you can wish all you want, you'll never have the face of that person, right? And that's the thing that I'm so amazed about God's creation. We all have like eyes, nose, and like the same structure of the face, but then like all of these little differences makes us all look so different. So that's amazing about God's creation. Anyway, so like you have your face for your whole life. Obviously it will change a bit when you grow older. You don't look the same at 22 when you were at 12, right? But your face is something that you have with you all the way until you die. This is the face that people see at your funeral, on the picture, and also in the coffin, right? It's something that you have with you all your life. It is something given to you to cherish and to keep and to look after for all of your life, right? And you don't want to spend your whole life hating it. You don't want to spend your whole life hating your face, right? Because it is something that you cannot change. You can wish all you want to look like that friend. You can never look like that friend. So I think we all need to realize that first. That is the hard truth. Just stop wishing to look like someone else, because you'll never be happy. Because you can never look like someone else. Never. You can do like things like, if you want a smaller nose, I guess you can get a nose job and stuff like that. But if you don't love yourself and you don't love the way you look, you'll never be satisfied with the way you look. So you gotta love the way you look now. And like I said, please don't hate your face. It's not something that you can change. So like another tip that I will give you is, I used to look at the little barely noticeable things on my face, like the way it looks from the side. I used to hate. And what else did I used to hate? Oh yeah, the whole bangs thing, right? And those are things that probably no one notices, but I thought it made me ugly, and it thought it made me, So the thing that I would tell you is, instead of looking for the little things that make you ugly, which is very easy to do, by the way. I know it's so easy to do. Like you see one little thing on your face, I'm like, oh, this makes me look bad, and it becomes an insecurity, right? I would ask you to really have to look for it, If you've never loved your face before, I get it. It's very hard to find something about your face that you like. But really try to find something about your face that you like. Maybe it's a small feature. Maybe it's a big feature. I don't know. And really start with that. I know it's hard to like love your face like that. Suddenly you wake up, oh, I love myself. No one does that. This is a journey, okay? It is hard. Self-love is a journey. It is something that you continue for the rest of your life, You continue to love yourself. And so like just start with something. So I don't know what I started with, but for one example that I would give you is eyebrows. People always used to praise my eyebrows because it's, I guess, thick. And that's something that is crazy, because people always used to tell me that all the time. You have nice eyebrows. You have nice eyebrows. But I was so focused on everything else. I just thought I was so ugly that I never noticed how nice my eyebrows were. That's why I used to hide them. Bangs. Because, and you couldn't see my eyebrows with the bangs, right? Like they didn't stand out. Like you could see them a bit, but they didn't stand out because I didn't want them to stand out, because I didn't see the beauty in my eyebrows. In fact, even though everyone told me my eyebrows were nice, I never used to show them because I was too focused on everything else that made me ugly. I was too focused on the fact that my face would look weird without bangs, that I kept the bangs, and ignored the fact that my eyebrows were being hidden. So, focus on, find something that you, I know it's hard, but find something that you like. I'm not saying feed on people's compliments, but sometimes people's compliments can help you. So like I said, people used to say my eyebrows were nice, so I focused on that. And you know, now I tie my hair back and whatever it is, and I don't hide my eyebrows anymore, and I find out that they stand out like this, and I actually like it, because you know, I like it. Like, find something about your face. Is it your eyes? You know, do you like your eyes? Find a way to make your eyes stand out with your makeup or whatever it is that you do, right? Do you like, I don't know what you like. Do you like your jawline? Do you like your, I don't have a jawline, but you know, if you have a jawline. And you know, just find little things like that. Like for me, even, and like the more you learn to love yourself, the more things you find to love yourself for. Like now I like my nose. Oh yeah, my friends used to say last year that I had a nice nose. And you know, now I like my nose. Maybe to you guys it looks very normal, like a normal nose, but like I said, once you love yourself, like for one thing, you get the ball rolling, and you start loving yourself for many things. So now I look at my nose, I look at my eyebrows, and I'm like, wow, nice. And I don't focus on my weird smile or whatever. Now I even like my smile. Like, I don't even think my smile is ugly anymore. And what else? I don't know if you guys noticed, but I have upper cheek oh yeah, I used to be insecure because I wanted dimples. I used to be insecure about that. I wanted dimples. I never realized that I actually have dimples, but it's an upper cheek. Wait, it's not that noticeable. Can you see that? I only found out I have that this year. I have upper cheek dimples, guys. This one is not that deep. This one is deeper. It's a bit more noticeable in real life, I think. But yeah, I have upper cheek dimples. It's such a small thing to be happy about, but I like that. And like I said, you just get the ball rolling, you know? It's hard. You don't just, like I said, you don't just wake up and like, I love myself. No. It's a long journey. But if you commit yourself to it and you don't be so hard on yourself, and if you put, guys, think about it, put the same energy that you put into finding things that don't look nice about you, put that same energy into finding things that you like about you. And yeah, like I said, now I love myself. Finally, I'm 18 years old, so it's been a while, like almost 20 years, I guess, I don't know, of me not necessarily hating myself, not necessarily hating my face. Yeah, hating my face sometimes, but like most of the time just wanting to look like someone else and never being truly happy with my face and how I look, and just feeling ugly and feeling like I don't deserve to do things that the pretty girls did and all that stuff. So I want you guys to feel self-love. I want you guys to love yourself. I want you guys to feel what I feel right now and be able to love yourself and not want to look like anyone else, because you don't look like anyone else, alright? And there's someone out there who wants to look like you, and you don't look like anyone else. No one looks like anyone else. And remember, those people who you wish you look like have wished to look like someone else. So yeah, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoy. I hope it bless you. I hope it bless you in any way. And comment down below if you want some more real talks like this, because I like these kinds of videos. I like to watch these kinds of videos, and you know, I also like to make these kinds of videos to kind of share with you my experience with self-love and all that stuff. Remember, you are fearfully and wonderfully made. No one looks like you. No one is exactly like you. And God loves you so much. God bless your day, your week, your month, your year, your life. God bless you and your families. And don't forget, Jesus loves you very much. One last thing. Oh, that was very bad.